Hello everyone, back again. FIA manufacturer, Renault. We picked Renault obviously. So yeah, we're gonna probably yeah, we'll do a quick lobby very quickly before we go into the race. Nice to see you all in the chat as usual. Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate you all being here. Should be quite fun this because I can go a lot. Probably not B rated today, mate. It's FIA. It's FIA day. I always up the rating on FIA day because I need to get a lap in. If I've got a B rated driver, no disrespect for B rated drivers, but if I'm practicing qualifying and the problem is you catch up very fast and it ruins my lap. So I like to get some proper practice in. So it will be at least A rated for practice. I apologise on that, but it always is that on FIA days. I never go lower than A. Hope you understand, obviously, because if I've got to practice as well, and if I catch someone up by 4 seconds a lap, it ruins my practice. So I like to keep it a little bit stricter. But yeah, pace is looking good. We jumped on earlier today, and I've got myself in the top 10. So you'll see there we're in P9 there with the Megane. There's only Josetti's done a 205.5 on the Megane, very good lap. I can get a 0.7, but I haven't stressed it. I haven't like gone OTT on pushing it. Possibly will be split 2 for the first race, WDP. There is a chance of that because the final race, it depends how many people do the first lobby. It's very much dependent on that. But yeah, we're gonna do racing. I'm not asked about where we finish it. I just want to have fun tonight. Adama, thank you very much for joining the channel as a member. Appreciate that. Welcome to the base tip. Much appreciation, you legend. Thank you very much. The Megane is Megane isn't the fastest. I think. I think what car is it? I think the B Racer can go a lot faster than what he's done there in the NSX. I also think that the Lexus. I'm surprised there's no one in the Lexus on there. I know it got that little nerf, but the fact that the SLS is there in P6 says to me that the Lexus can be up there as well. I mean, yeah, I think the Megane is one of the best. Megane is definitely a top 3 car. In the race, I think it's going to be better than most cars. I think the race pace on the Megane could be pretty good. Yeah, I can do 10 laps on. I only have to do 1 lap on the hard tyre, which is good for me. Jura, thank you very much for the CHF2. Appreciate it. Afternoon key. Afternoon to you. Thank you very much for the donation. Legend. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. Pace is looking solid. We just got a qualifying. We need a slipstream probably. Once you put fuel on board, remember cars like the 4C, the Megane, Cayman. Once you put the fuel on board, they aren't as fast in qualifying. But if we can get a good slipstream, should be okay. Just got to try and get a good slipstream in qualifying. Right, we're going to probably be split 2 the first race. If I win it and I get 340 points, I'll probably just take it. But I want big points today, and I want to have some fun. So I could actually get my ratings back up to 75k, I think, if we do well. Right, let's open up a lobby quickly. Just have a little practice. I'm not going to do a qualifying. We're just going to run around the track. I'm just going to do some laps on these medium tyres. Just keep driving around. Right. Let's check that. Public. Boom. That can go. That. Oh, shit. I've just thought. Okay, might have to do something. Yeah, we're going to have to restart the PS4. Damn. Give me a minute. I totally forgot I'd done that. So we're offline. That will screw up the... We'll have to restart the PS4, otherwise it will screw up the way you join the lobby. So I'll do that now. Right, let's restart that. Sorry, forgot about that. Tyre strategy. I'm just going to do 10 laps on the medium tyres and 1 on the hard because I'm in the OP tyres. Don't use my strategy though. Not many cars will be out. Alpha, Megane, Toyota. Maybe some other cars might be able to do it. GT Dutch Racing, you legend. Thank you very much for the €10, mate. Appreciate that. Good luck with the FIA manufacturer races. Thank you very much for the donation. Massive appreciation to you. Yeah, the Megane's OP on tyres, so I can do 10 laps on the medium, and I only have to do 1 on the 1 lap on the hard. The advantage of the Megane. One reason why I wanted to go Megane. I like to push. I like to be able to just drive aggressive, so the Megane kind of suits me. Yeah, the Mustang is a very good car at the moment because they nerfed all the cars around it in terms of Mercedes, Aston Martin, Lexus, but the Mustang just had nothing done to it. So the Mustang's really gone up there as one of the better Group 4 cars now. NSX is a very strong car for the race. I don't know if the NSX will probably do like 8 laps on the mediums, I think, and then they'll pit for 3 laps on the harder tyre. That's my guess. Pardon me. Well, I like the Ford GT. I do like the Ford GT. Already burping. Apologies for that. Can't help it. I haven't even had that. I had a roast dinner before. I suppose that's the only excuse I've got. Yeah, hopefully we can have a good day on this today. Hoping so. The qualifying could be the problem with the chaos. People are going to still want the slipstream for this track, very much so. So, will be interesting. Right, we got time to do a quick lobby. You still at work, Vegas? Get back home. Did I have? I did put myself offline. Did do it, didn't I? Sure I did. I think I did. Okay, we'll find out now anyway. Right, 16 players, yeah. 11, 5 and 3. Okay, I think that's all correct. Feel free to jump on in and have a quick warm up. I'm sure I put myself online, but I can't remember before when I went on it. I think I did. But we should be able to have some fun at this combination, eh? .5 seconds for cutting the last chicane. When did you get that? There's not been a race yet, so how have you done that? I don't get you. Don't cut the chicken then. It depends if you've cut the first part and then the second part though, because you get 1.5 for each part on the last chicane. So if you cut the first part and then you cut the second part as well, it'll give you 3 seconds. So you must have cut the entry and the exit. That'll be why. No idea, I still haven't had the email fed. I have ordered them, they've been pre-ordered for ages, but I don't think I'll be able to use them yet anyway. Because my Playseat won't be able to cope with the load cells. You need a better rig really for load cell pedals. It'll just, there'll be too much movement, so we gotta wait anyway. And I had a little look on SimLab's website last night and I'm a little bit weary of making an order through stuff that they say on there, like the delays and waiting for announcements from governments and stuff like this. So I'm very weary to make an order of a new rig yet. I think I might just wait until we see what happens with the situation. Yeah, I've driven it. I had a little go. I've done time trial. I'm in the top 10 on time trial. It's definitely good for tires. I think I need to aim for 207s, probably, and then low 208s most of the race, I would say. Without a slipstream, that is. If you've got a slipstream, then you go a lot faster. I haven't got a new rig yet. Oh, what am I thinking of? A SimLabs Evo GT1 rig. You can't no stop it, you have to pit in this. There's compulsory tyres. Yep, 10 laps medium, 1 lap on hard. You can, yeah, I still think you're faster on the mediums even after 10 laps, so. The only thing you might do is if there's a car that's struggling on tyres in front of you, and they're going for the 10 laps as well, which I doubt they'd do, so yeah. So we're just going to try and get into a rhythm here now. I don't expect to be straight on the pace. A little bit off so far there, but what I found, I did do a little practice run on this early this morning. I found that your laps are actually faster around lap 4 for me, lap 4 and 5, because the fuel's gone down a bit, and then they fade off a bit towards lap 8 and 9. Nah, you don't want to nose stop on you don't nose stop on hards is not the way to go. You would lose about you're gonna lose about 10 seconds by doing that. For me anyway. And the pit stop loss is about 7 or 6.5. Yeah, I would not nose stop on the hards, to be honest. That'd not be the right way to go. Oh, penalty there. Yeah, I don't advise doing that nose stop on hards. I really don't, because the problem is this track is all about corners. Yeah, I think it's about 7 seconds in Group 4 though, Calster, for some reason. I think it's like 6 or 7 seconds in Group 4. The engine. Possibly you could say in the slipstream on hards, yeah. Yeah, I mean that would be enough. That is a possibility you could say in the slipstream on the hard tyre, but I think if you got someone really, if you got 2 fast cars on the mediums and someone's on the hard, I think they'll find it difficult. If I started at the back, I wouldn't do it, because the reason I think starting at the back and doing it might be wrong is because you're probably best just getting off the hards after 1 lap, catching straight back up to everyone, then going to the end on mediums. You'd be faster. So there's not. I don't think it'd be a good idea doing it from the back. You will have a better opportunity to catching up and getting past people, I think, when they pit by doing the other strategy. Keep an eye on that time before we join this session. No idea. I'll probably be split 2, I think, because we went in the pits on the last race last night. Yeah, lap 4. For some reason, lap 4 is the faster. Like, I always find that like it happened earlier today. The grip seems the best around lap 4 and 5. So it makes me wonder about qualifying what to do, because it seems like the tyres need a... I know the fuel will be coming into effect, but the tyres feel really good after about 4 laps. You're best going for a really aggressive outlap. You've got to push with this track, I think, because of the corners and stuff. I think it's going to be a good idea to push, because I know I should be doing 207s right now, but I'm trying to not really put 100% concentration in. I think in qualifying with a slipstream, you've got to be looking at 207 ones, 207 twos, maybe even 206s if you get a really good slipstream. I think that the way that you get kind of helps it a bit, like makes it a bit balanced. But in the race, I'll probably go 2 to 3 to the rear, maybe. Look after the fronts so that we got grip to the end on the fronts. Maybe 2 to the rear. But I do love them again round here. The worrying thing is though, if you get battling, you're gonna lose out because of the straight line speed is lacking down here. This is where you're gonna be very vulnerable going into this corner. The only good thing is this car, you can just go flat through here, no issues. Like some cars might have to be a little bit cautious through there, I think, with the medium tires. That might actually have an effect. Let's go for another lap on these tyres anyway. Yeah, I don't know about 6.7. It'll depend on slipstream though, Francis. It'll really depend about... Remember how messy the splits are with slipstream. So I think you'll find that it'll be harder to get a good slipstream. I don't know if he'll get 6 without. I don't think he will, Nico. I think that this car will not get 206s without slipstream. With the fuel on board, it'll be too heavy. I just can't see that. I don't know, he might, but I'd be amazed if he does. Remember, the qualifying is only 6 minutes long, so I find it very unlikely, but we'll see. Still in low 208s. That's pretty good after 6 laps still to do 208s. Like low. It's not bad. I think this car will just keep going low 208s quite consistently. Alright, we're going to come out of this anyway. With a slip from lightning. Okay, yeah. I was going to say. He ain't going to get... I mean, he ain't going to do it without a slipstream. He'll only do that with a slipstream probably. We're not going to restart the PS4 because of no idea what my DR is at the moment. Yeah, we're split 2. I've just seen it. Yeah, Lightning's topped the Uh-oh, it's crashed. Oh no, it's not. It's okay. The Lightning's top with the Subaru. look at the Lightning up there. Lightning right the way up there with the Subaru. Crazy. No, we can't WDP because that shit ain't gonna happen. Because then what happens if 5 people don't agree and they go and do it? No way. If I can get Slipstream, I'm getting it. Nope, that's not gonna happen. WDP. You're not gonna. I'm not doing it. I'll be going for Slipstream because there'll be 5 or 6 people that will go like, "Nah, I'm getting it," and then what happens then? You start P8 because you did it and they don't. It doesn't work. You need Polyphony to set it in the rules. You can't do gentleman agreements and shit like that. Not gonna happen. So yeah, it's about 6.5, 7 seconds. I think the pit lane loss. I think we did the race the other day, didn't we? And it looked around that. Yeah, Wreckfest rules. It's 10 seconds, is it? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because it wasn't that when we did a practice race the other day. It definitely wasn't. We'll see anyway. I was gonna say it was 7 seconds when I did it. It was the loss was about 6.5 to 7 seconds, depending on your outlap versus obviously looking at the things and that. I think unless it's just different cars have different. I don't know. Could be depending on what car. Do you know it's possible that the Megane's going into the pits faster because of the speed it comes through the chicane? Might be a bit faster for the Megane. I'm not sure about split 2 whether I'll take a Slipstream or not. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for a wee anyway before it starts. Worrying cough? Who's got a worrying cough? It's not a worrying cough at all. Right. So 4 minutes. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna go and do I don't know if I win it. If it's like 350 points or 300, I'll probably just take the points if I win. But it's not guaranteed you're gonna get a win in split 2. There'll be a lot of fast drivers in good cars as well in there. Like Francis, you're in there probably, aren't you? Or are you in top? Oh, she's fine. She's been fine. Automotive addiction. I reckon it's probably like she got sent home. A little girl, a best friend got sent home because of a cough. That was about a week ago, and it was more precautionary. I think the school did it. They probably just did it as a precaution. They probably just had a cough in general, because like people still get like general colds and coughs and stuff. So yeah, she's been fine, no issue at all. She's outside on the front now, just down there, playing on a scooter on our drive. We set boundaries where they can go. They're not allowed past the path, not to touch anything. Not worth risking it. So yeah, she's fine outside running around. It's sunny, so we said obviously they can go in the front of. Can't go in the back garden yet because I need to cut it and make sure that obviously all the cats and that. I don't know if they've been doing shits all over the garden. So I said they're not allowed out in the back, so I'm gonna get out the back tomorrow morning, hopefully if I get time. Give it like a cut and tidy it up a bit. In the morning that'll be anyway. Yeah. The Porsche, you probably want to go rearwards because the front tyres will die. Slipstream's faster on every track, mate. Every single track on the game at the moment, you always want a slipstream in Group 3 and 4. There's not a track that you wouldn't go for a slipstream, I think, at the moment. In Group 3 and 4, anyway. In Group 2 and 1, you don't always do it, obviously. But in Group 3 and 4, you want a slipstream everywhere. Depends what lobby you're in as well, though. If you feel like you can drive it consistent, I wouldn't get a slipstream in lower lobbies. I would go +3 with the Cayman, probably even more. I used to drive it with +5 sometimes, because you need to look after the front tyres with it. So it's just how much you can control it though, with the brake bias to the rear when you're braking, because it does have a tendency to kick the rear out a bit. I washed my gloves last night. Keep smelling like I don't know what it is, but it's like a very fruity smell on them. The conditioner I put in with them when I've washed them. Lightning creates his own slipstream, yeah, probably. Merc, it's an alright car here. It's in the top 10. See it there, and there we are. P6 Merc. It's obviously Baptist who's very fast, but it's still done a good time though. So. Yeah, Lightning's P1 in the Subaru. Alright, you okay, Opaz? Yeah. Who knows what will happen with these lobbies? Let me just go out on track actually. I think Lightning's lap's the most impressive on there, if I'm honest, because the Megane is probably faster than the Subaru. There's no probably about it. I mean, if my guess is if Lightning was in the Megane, it'd be on a 205.3, 205.2. Mercedes to the rear again. You need to look after your front tyres. So I think we'll be split 2. I don't know what my DR is. I think it'll be about 69 again because we had a nightmare. Well, we had the first race could have been really good, but then we had a nightmare after that. Lightning's been dodgy. The Aston Martin's not good. Don't really know around here. I'm not too sure. It'll probably be quite bad on tyre wear. Doubt it's single, mate, because a lot of people aren't bothering to race anymore because it's not an official season. So a lot of people have dropped out. We were top split last week with how many people? like when we were on 69 or 70, we crept into top split. So, yeah, this lobby, I'm hoping we're actually getting, because a lot of people are saying disconnected, and I think this is a disconnection coming up now. Oh no, joining. Sonic is back. We're in split 2. We're rank number 8 in split 2. And Talcazafo's in here. So still a hard lobby. Still a very hard lobby to be in. There it goes. I want to get myself in top split though, if I'm brutally honest. I want to be racing. I hope Lightning doesn't win the first race and or gets it like it comes like P5. So then if he races in the next one, if he bothers, if I can get into top split, that is. It's only 335, so we're gonna get out of this second split hopefully and go for top split. Shit points. Shit points. Because no one's racing, Francis. A lot of the lobby, a lot of people aren't bothered anymore. Because it's not an official season anymore. It's only an exhibition again, so a lot of people don't want to waste their time with it. They cancelled the official season because of the virus, so yeah, there's no official season starting yet because obviously there'll be no what do you call it? I don't think what the word is. Live events. Ray, thank you for the £3, mate. Fun fact: I'm exactly 1,000 days old today, 4th of the 11th, 92. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. Yeah, well, happy 1,000 days old. Sorry, 10,000, 1,000. Wow, if you're 1,000 days old, mate, I'd be like, shit, mate. How are you typing like that? 10,000 days old. I apologize. 10,000. Imagine being able to donate at 1,000 years old. 1,000 days old. Don't have a clue to even try and get a slipstream from here. Dilster, where was Dilster behind us? I don't know, it's risky that. Affo's in the Ferrari, isn't he? Which is going to be good. Where's Affo? Affo's in the Mustang. I thought he was in Ferrari. Hey? Oh, that was last season, wasn't it? Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, you can still change if you haven't changed. You can change if, as long as you've not raced, then yeah. Some cars won't be able to. No, a lot of cars won't be able to do all the laps in the medium. Some people will do a no stop and go on hard tyre. Oh, someone's got a penalty. What the hell? Oh, his lap's ruined. No, I don't want that one. Ah, fuck. I didn't even... I thought there was something wrong then. Rip. Qualifying already. Rip for Francis. Fuck's sake, that's annoying. I didn't... We were inside each other. got to try and play it smart here, really, and just push Dilster along. We're going to give the pole position, well, we're going to give the faster time to Dilster, but it was the most sensible way to do it, I feel like. We would have been so far behind otherwise, because if we started battling, we'd have both lost time, so I just tried to do it a sensible way to get a lap in, really. So yeah, that's not bad. Like P4, considering what we had to put up with then, not the worst situation. I'll take that, if I'm honest. Dilster's on the hard tyres, isn't he? I remember Dilster being on the hard tyres. Hopefully he'll let me go. I should be able to get past him. I should be able to get past Dilster. Hopefully he'll use his common sense and try and get in my slipstream rather than fighting too much. Yeah, we could have done a 207 without slipstream. That's the problem. But I didn't know how fast people would be in this lobby. So, but P4 is not the worst, is it? The aim of this is just to get ourselves back into top split, really. So yeah, we'll get ourselves back into the top split, hopefully. We'll try and get a top 3. I just hope Dilster doesn't, if he's starting on hard tyres, I hope he doesn't try and defend too much when we're on mediums, because we're going to be so much faster than him. Mediums for me will go 10 laps. Yeah, I can do it with a slipstream. I should be able to get well into 6.9, but we couldn't. It wasn't really in a good situation then with a proper slipstream. I mean, if you had like a car in front and they were faster drivers. Wheel settings 5 and 6, but do not copy wheel settings, because 1, you need the same wheel, and 2, it varies between every driver. Everyone uses their own settings. We can record it, but I don't. Even a win wouldn't really be. Pardon me. I think we'll go again, even with like. It's only an exhibition season, isn't it? So let's have some fun today. No, this is second split. We lost a lot yesterday, so we're down a bit. Was there someone in the Peugeot in here? I didn't see that. I actually, do you know what? After driving the Peugeot yesterday, I quite like that the VG, whatever it is, the VGT one. I really enjoy the feel of it. It's got a really nice feel to it. It's almost got a kind of a a cross between like the Ford GT and a bit more of a like an R8 Ford GT feel to it. I like the way it drives. You've got to be like gradual with the inputs on acceleration, and I like that. Right, let's hope Dilster races this sensibly. You just got to remember we've got cold tyres, so. I don't think any car will be fuel safe in this one. The lack of speed though down here, but they won't be able to go through there as fast. Dilson must be on the mediums. I've got the power. I need clean air. I can go so much faster through the corners, but the straights, look, we can't do much on the straights. Oh, you're so slow through there. Jesus. Pinball, pinball. Hilster's on the mediums. I think his tyres will die around lap 6 or 7 though. Well, we got a disconnection from P. I thought he'd been disconnected. What? And we're not even getting times that we should be doing solo here. Once their tyres fade off, we could be in a good position. Hey, Dale's going to bum draft us. Messed that up. Shit. Okay, so now we can push. Nah, it's a split 2 because we got dropped down. My God, you're going so slow through there. You'd let me go. He might be trying to use my slipstream to defend against the cars behind him. So he might be trying to use that to gain more laps out of the softer tyre. He might have killed his tyres, my guess. Because he'll gain a lot back down here. Oops. McGann's OP. Kekem, thank you very much for US $1, mate. Appreciate it. Legend. We can just take no risks now on this lap and just bring it home. I mean, all a bit boring, really. I know, yeah. I love the McGann though. It does suit me, I like the way it handles, but still it's OP here. I mean, it's pretty clear that it's OP. I'll read that in a minute. Thank you very much for the donation. Let's just finish this race. Now, we're not spinning up. I want to get my DR up, so... So we got held up quite a bit on the first. You can see how much, like the first 5 laps, well, first 4 laps, we were really held up. But Simonas, Simon, I keep calling you the wrong name, don't I? Thank you very much for the 199, mate. It's been out for memes, yeah. No, thank you for the donation, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, we lost at least minimum 5 seconds through the start. Probably more. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, and this man's in the 86, the Toyota 86. This track is one of my better tracks, to be honest, but Richard, thank you for the £2, mate. Get in there, Lewis. Get in there, Lewis. Get in there, blessed. Thank you for the donation, mate. Appreciate it. Much appreciation. Thanks, Nizman. OP car, mate. I mean, I do like the track. This track does suit me, and the car's really good for me. So, this is why I picked the Renault, though, because in Group 4 I can get good points, but it's all a bit boring, really. I mean, I could take them points, but... Cars. Was that our 300th win? Oh, see, that makes me want to leave that, because then I can do that as my 300th win for a video. Take the points and buy a new shirt. Yeah. Rossetti won top split. No surprise. I mean, I got held up quite a bit on the first... What? The first few laps we got really held up, didn't we? Just don't want to do one race though. Rosetti's in Renault as well. He's in the same as me. We'll be in top split with that probably. I don't know. What points do we... Yeah, that's the thing though. What happens if we don't get in it in the next race? That's a good point. It's probably too risky, isn't it? I might as well just... Yeah, I got stuck behind the NSX for a while. He let me through in the end, but we got stuck behind mainly Dilster. I lost a lot of time on the first few laps because through the first 2 sectors I was having to be so like... As soon as I was in clear air, we were like half a second quicker straight away. So, yeah, we got held up quite a bit in the traffic, but yeah, we still did a good result in the end. Drove it clean, got to the end. I only finished 2 seconds off Rossetti. Are you messing? No. Where did he start? Where did Rossetti start? Ah, he got a pen, okay. That'll be why then. Yeah, but I mean, we got held up at the start a bit, but if he was fighting as well, but I know my pace is good there. It's good enough to win top split, but it's a risk of... The problem with top split is the qualifying. See, I started 4 seconds. I started 4th, didn't I? And we had a lot of battling, so my pace was clearly good in that car. See, I think I could do a 45 with no battling easily. I mean, my guess is on the first 4 laps we lost 2 to 3 seconds for first 4 or 5 laps. At least 2 to 3. So we could probably match what Lightning and Rossetti were doing around there. I don't know. I might. I don't know what. Let's have a little look at our DR. What's my DR gone up to? It's not an official season. We need to remember that. This isn't an official season. It's just their. It's an exhibition now. See, I don't think that'll be top split, will it? Yeah, it's not worth risking it because anything could happen in split 2 again. We could get... Imagine we qualify last and then we get took out on penalties or something like that. We don't get a lap in. it's not really worth risking it, is it? It's a shame. I do want to go again, but because my car is so... I'm really good at that combination. I've always been solid there. I remember practicing with Manuel Rudry and Lightning ages ago, and I was able to keep pace quite well in the Megane when we did a Nations practice a long time ago. So I know that my pace is solid there in Group 4 with the Megane, but it's the risk of going again. If I go again and then we're still in Split 2, which I probably will be, and we don't get a qualifying lap and we start last and then we get penalties, it's not really worth it. You're not allowed to go on other accounts. I'm not doing that. We'll have a look at the replay. Yeah, we'll just take them points. It's a solid start for Renault, isn't it? I mean, it's a solid start. We definitely should have. We could do better, but how many points was top split, by the way? Simon, thank you for the £10, mate. Go again, you pleb. Nah, mate. Honestly, it's not worth the risk with the points situation because I don't think we'd be top split. So we could end up with lower points because by the time we get into top split, the points will probably have dropped anyway. Because if top split was only 350 odd, I think like that. The points I've got there would have been probably more than P3 got. So it's too risky. We'll just take them points, I think. And we did a good finishing time considering where we started. So because we could end up losing more DR. That's the only thing. I mean, yeah, but WDP, I would have beat you if I was in your race. Simple. I'm not just saying that. I think if we'd have got a clean qualifying, then I think I would have beat you in the Porsche. If I'm honest, but you could say that. I know, I understand where you're coming from, but I think I would have done. What was your finishing time with all right, 4C? Yeah, but I think I'm as good as you on Suzuka as you are as good as me, mate. We're probably equal around there. So whether you would have finished there. I know this, man. I know. Yeah, you'd have that slipstream though, wouldn't you, from Lightning and I'm not from Josetti and that as well. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I probably wouldn't get in top split again looking at that. If we needed 71.3, I'm still below that now, so I'd probably be outside and back into split 2 again. In the Mitsubishi Evo, Grass was really fast here though, Calster. It's not, but yeah, but Atomics, if I race again, I'm going to be in split 2 anyway. So if I race again, yeah, we'll probably get our points up. But then by the time we get into top split, the points might not even be 340 points for the win because not as many people are racing this anymore. So it's one of them. I might even get on a Assetto Corsa in a bit. No, I'll probably go on a Assetto Corsa if I'm brutally honest. Very disappointing. You're crying of racing again. What are you on about? What are you on about? Steve, who's crying of racing? Hey? What are you on about? ACC's a beast of a game, Calster. It wasn't 340, it was 335, but this highlights the issue, how why people are dropping their DR, because in an official season we could get solid points by doing that, but I wouldn't do it. And it's not being a pussy. The thing is, if I race again, I'm going to be in split 2 still, so why would I'm not going to race again when we just won split 2. We'll take them points and then and then we'll what do you call it? We'll boost our with daily race C probably on tomorrow. We can boost our rank up a bit. But yeah, I'll still be in split 2 in the next race. So the only time we'd get in split 1 would be at the end of the day, and I think yeah, the 86 and the Megane are pretty close on this, man, because I think Rick was doing. Isn't Rick been doing? Was Rick in that top split or did he not do it? They're not far off. They are, obviously, the Megane has got better tyre wear. Yeah, I started P4 and we got caught in traffic at the start. But I'm decent here. I've raced Lightning in the Megane here with Manu Rudry, and I was not much slower than Lightning in the Megane a long time ago. So I know that I'm fast around this combination. Yeah, everyone ends up. I'm gonna get myself back in top split, but there's no point. I race again. I'm still in split 2. Say something happens, we lose DR, we lose points, and then I've got to race again to get better points again from split 2. It's not really worth messing it up now. I might as well just stick with that points, and then there's James. This isn't an official season. This isn't. This is just an exhibition now, so the 40 races don't matter anyway. Yeah, so we were getting held up. Look how much we were getting held up through here. We couldn't get through it all for ages. Every time in that first sector, and then we tried that move. We nearly got this move done here, but I just couldn't hang it around the outside. Didn't have the power. Did we go for the move on this lap? I think we did. I think he just thought, let it go there. And let it go. Sorry. I couldn't help that one. I had to do that one. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'll get by to come in and sing it to them. He started boosting us from there, didn't he, and bump drafting, because I think he knew that at that point he might as well try and get further on himself. This is Neva. It's a flat out race. Some cars have to bit earlier. I only have to do 1 lap on the hards. And again, he just let us through, didn't he? He held us up. So, like, I don't know why he was going so slow through here. Let's have a little look how slow he was going. Like, through this corner up here, he dropped down to about like it's at 90, 93. You hit about 90 on the apex up here. Look, watch how slow he goes through this corner here. Look, I mean, on his out. Look, I was like, let me through. He let us through. I think he just didn't want to risk battling, which was fair enough. I mean, he gained a bit out of my slipstream, but I'm surprised with his tyres looking like that. I'm surprised he gave that up that easy, because his tyres, they are warm, but look at them. They're not terrible. I'm really surprised he let that, like, gave up on that. Yeah, I don't think he's struggling with grip though, because the NSX is a really balanced car. You see how the fronts wear even to the rear. It's quite nice when the tyres are like that. Yeah, I think he wanted to sit in our slipstream, to be honest. I think he realised that I had more pace, so he thought what I think he was trying to do was give himself a better result overall, because he was probably thinking if I sit in the slipstream, I gain time overall. Like, I've done it before. If I know someone's faster, I'll more than likely, if it's Lightning or someone, or Fire, I'll let them go and then slot in behind them and use their toe to help my overall pace, which is actually quite good racecraft when you think about it, because we were going to get him at some point. It was going to happen. So instead of fighting for 4 laps, he doesn't lose the time, so it helps him out overall. Yeah, but Like, what was your race finishing time, WDP? That's what I'm asking you. Like, just to question it. Like, 3 minutes 50 starting from P4. So probably if I was starting first, I could have done that in 3:48, 3:47, I reckon. Without that traffic on the opening laps, because we were way slower. We did a 2:09 on one lap when we should have been doing 2:07.9s. That's to say, that's what I mean. So we would have finished around similar time. Where did you start? P3 or 4? I mean, I agree with what you're saying, 100%. The point situation does need sorting. I agree. I'm not going to lie. I think that my point should be equal to... I believe if they're going to start this, if they're going to sort this out, I believe what they should do is that P1 in top split should be equal to P9 or 10 sorry, P1 in split 2 should be equal to points of P9 or 10 in split 1 to give more motivation to get back up into, like, if that was the case, right? If the points were like that, I would carry on racing to get back in top split. But now, what is the point? There's no motivation for it, is there? You might as well just leave it, because by the time I do get into top split, say we're not going to get on the next race, and where's the guarantee we could have a clean race? We could get wiped out, and then we could get dropped even more. And then by the time the next race is, it could be 300. Like, say the night 8 o'clock race would be when I'd get in. It could be 340 points for the win, which would only be 5 more than what I've got now. So it's just not worth doing it. That's what I'm saying, WDP. That I agree with you. I've just said, like, I agree 100%. Like, it should be. I think the points should be that P1 in split 2 is equal to points of P9 and 10 in split 1. I would prefer a podium in top split, but the points, it's not worth it now. You are right, Chicago, mate. I've said this for years, like literally years. Since I first ever started playing this game, I was like, why is my DR stuck on 75? It was just daft because nah, we're not going again. It's not, I don't want to. Taking the points, we got to win. There's no stress, no rage. We can do a little, maybe, what's the next FIA races, actually? Because then that frees me up to play Assetto Corsa tomorrow. I might do that instead. Practice some of the FIA rounds. And then I can play Assetto Corsa tomorrow. Reverse what? Oh, wait there. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, wait there. You on about... Here. Okay, sorry. Wet Red Bull ring for manufacturers. Oh, yeah, I'm doing that. We'll practice that. Oh! You nearly... Oh, I bet he shit himself here. Oh, shit. Let's go on board with Dill's theory. What's this? Poor content. Oh, come on. I've just won split 2. I mean, if you don't like it, then... Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I don't see the point of putting myself in a shit mood to deal with a possible wipeout. Yeah, I can go online on ACC. We'll probably do it tomorrow. We sorted all our ratings out the other day. I want to see that again. With how close did you get to? Yeah, wait there. Let's go on board with this view. Let's see how close this man got to the rear. Oh! I reckon Dilster had a little poo come out then. Yeah, he made it work, but I think he lost it down here though. Oh no, he gave up. So he gave up on it. Where's Francis? I don't think he hit him. This is my point though. So what happened? What would you just all do though if we went down to one-shot racing, which I want them to do? Like I'm hoping they go back to the single entry races. Then we're only going to be able to do one race anyway. Yeah, he stayed on the track, so that's if he didn't stay on the track, it would have been a bit iffy. But he stayed on the track, so he made it work. Yeah, see, I don't want to suffer. I'm quite happy. I'm in a good mood, so I don't see the point of... Like, I really don't see the point of putting myself in a situation where we risk our DR, we're going to be in Split 2 again anyway, so that's irrelevant. There's no point in racing the game because of that. But we're also going to risk a lot of other stuff, so... I take the points. It's not a winning top split, but I really don't care. I'm not that bothered about the exhibition season, so we've got... All we need to do this season is get our RS license. That is all we need to do, so... We'll go and have a little warm-up, see what the races are. We'll do the Red Bull Ring in the wet, actually. What's the Nations race? Does anyone know? Can't think what the Nations is. You got 4 seconds for what? I didn't even watch that then. What? What the fuck did he get that for? No, that is awful. That's a joke. What the fuck? Yeah, penalty system is fixed. So bad. Yeah, you can't. I think it's because the game sees it as you trying to like spin them out. So, but people will use that. There'll be people using that on purpose. So that's a thing. That's a worrying thing. I think people will maybe abuse that unless they get on top of that one. Terrible. That should not be even. That shouldn't even be any sort of what. That's what they need to get on top of is little contact like that. There's no issue with little bit of racing contact like that. You can't be giving penalties for... Let's go on board with him and see how it looks like from on board. Can't touch the bum. It's nothing to do with bump drafting because people were doing it in the race. You can ram someone up the rear without any issue. It's a side-on contact, because watch. It's a side-on the rear. It's nothing to do with bump drafting, that. You can ram someone from behind. That sounds wrong. But if you touch the side of the rear, that's where the issue is. How did he drop off that much, this guy here? Wow, look how much he dropped off on pace. How did he fall that far behind? That really shows you how much we were getting held up on the first few laps, though. He's got fresh tyres on there. What's his... Anyway, let's have a look what the next races are. Did you manage to get past? I bet you wouldn't have been able to. Nice. Also, you went for the first lap pit, didn't you, Francis? You pitted lap 1, I guess. Gotta give credit to this this new guy that's been in a lot of races recently. He's really clean. Like he races so fair. I've seen him racing quite a few times in split 1 and 2 now, and he always gives space to people. Like he's such a fair racer. Like he could have closed the door, if I'm honest. Like here, he could have squeezed Francis out a bit more there, but he gave the space, and that was really fair racing. He's a really clean driver. Good to see. Right, let's go and have a little look at. So, Brands Action Group servers are down, are they? Yeah, this is another reason. Why would you risk racing again to get disconnected with how the peak will hit in a minute, and you might have trouble getting in the 520 race? So, this is what I'm saying. My server's still on, but should we see if we can create a lobby? I'll have a go. So what? Oh shit! I've got the settings on my phone, haven't I? Nah, they're broke. Look, we can't even get on. Pros. And people say we're silly for taking points. Oh, wait there. Let's see if we can do a lobby. Might be able to get one done. I've got it on my phone here. Let's do the manufacturer's race. Pardon me. Come on. Yellow flag here. There'll be some people who are online. That's the main thing. There is still some people. Oh, there's one person. We'll see what happens. Let's just give it a go, eh? So we'll do FIA testing. People will come into. We'll type on their Red Bull ring. Just so people know that what not to come on if you try and look for tonight's one. Race for real. Fix. It's going to be like, what you need to remember is this whole situation is caused by the current situation in the world. Like, you're going to have to put up with server issues, and you can't really complain at Sony or Polyphony because the situation is out of their control, really. So many people are at home. So many people can't go out. They're not risking going out, so people are going online. So I think we need to give them some slack on that, really. We won split 2, so we're not going to go again, Stephen. We just keep them points. Oh, wait, have I got an email? Thrustmaster. Book. No? Oh, come on, load. No. 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 Fuck off, Thrustmaster. I want me pedals, tossers. Let me get these settings up anyway off my phone for the wet race that we're going to be doing. This will be interesting how this will be a no-stopper. I'm just interested to see what the Renault will be like. Right, so it's Group 3, Red Bull Ring 5:30. Oh, 5:30 rain. Number of laps is 13. Is it rolling start? Real slipstream, mechanical light, tire wear is ×3, fuel is ×3, real grip, category group 3, balance is on. Immediate or hards, won't it? Tuning prohibited. Yeah, we'll see if we can. Yeah, some people will be already online though, so if some people can get in, some people, you know, we'll just see. You never know. We'll give it a go. Let's just try our best first. Let me save them settings anyway. Overwrite that. Let's just see what happens. It's very likely this will crash now, but we shall try. Let's all just have a little prayer. Loading anyway. Let's just see if it carries on loading. Come on. Come on. Get in there. You never know. If you're already online, you might not be able to get online because you haven't. If you're already online, you should be able to do it. Well, we created it. So if you're already online, see if you can get in. You've all got shit internet. So wait there. Is any WDP, are you still online on the game? I mean, we're going to go on ACC if we'll restart the stream. I'll have a little break and go on online on that, but oh no, I'm not going Final Fight. Fuck that, not on this channel. This is a racing channel, Ghosty mate. I'll go on Assetto Corsa. Rip Sony. Is the are the whole Sony servers down? Let's have a little look on there. Let's have a little look at what on. I think you can check on this. Let's go on the PS app. Let's check what the status is. Yeah, you've got to remember that this is going to happen until they can get on top of it. I'm sure they will get it sorted, Sony. It'll probably be fixed by the later races. Thank you, Claudio. Oh, fuck off. I don't want to... Do I have to sign in? I mean, I could practice this now on my own. I could just have a little drive round and practice it on my own. See what it's like. Check Twitter. Why? Oh right, yeah. Oh yeah. I can't do it on. I can't do it now. I'll do that later. Just doing something on my phone at the moment. I get this bloody two-step verification, aren't I? Ah, oh, motherfucker. Missed it. What was it then? We might have got very lucky in terms of getting that race in, you know. Yeah, but it'll tell you if there's issues on games on here. Should do anyway. Pardon me. Nah, we're not playing COD. I don't even like it. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't like that Warzone. It's just a bit shit. Why is there no why is it doing that? Yeah, the servers are fine on other games apparently. It's just, yeah, it says all services are fine on here. It's just Gran Turismo servers are clogged up. So it's just polyphony, isn't it? It's just their servers that have took a shit, and let's just tell you what. Before we jump off, I want to just see what this race is gonna feel like for the RS01. Where is my RS01? Yeah, but at least we can play. That's the thing. I can go out on track and think, can't I? Oh yeah, I need to put the tyres on. Is it heavy wet this, or is it the light rain? Is this a light rain one? I think we'll be able to go out on. This will be interesting. This. Yeah, we'll give that a test now. Should we just test out the inters versus the wets and try and get an idea? I think it'll be the wets. I was lucky today. Why? I wasn't lucky. Why was I lucky? Come on, Antomics. You need to have a bit more respect about the whole situation going on. They can't. Yeah, other games are fine, but you still got to remember the load on this game with the current situation will be quite high. So let's cut them some slack, I say, in terms of just the servers at the moment. Oh, someone's in. Brisbane is in. We got someone in the lobby. Hey, we can have a race. Try and get back in now. Someone's got in now, so you might be able to get in. Someone's got into me lobby, so you just got to keep trying. I'm not sure if this will be inters, you know. What I will tell you though is this Renault feels quite good here. But I think it might be inters. Yeah, brake too late that time. Servers are off for a lot of people, but some people who are lucky enough have been granted access to the servers. This man's back on. Come on, hop in here. We could get a race going here. At least there's some race content for some people if there's no FIA races on. Let's see if we can get enough people to do a race. I haven't driven in the wet for so long because they literally added that wet weather to the game, but no one likes driving it. So they never get to try it, do we? So has anyone got into the race? The next slot race? Did anyone manage it? No. See, that makes it even less. I mean, there's definitely no point me going again because That means the next race I won't be top split still, and I wouldn't risk it on the last one. Yeah, fuck that. We're definitely taking these points and have a little bit of a chill. We'll do, if people can get into these lobbies, we'll have a little. We might have a little mess around with some racing, some fun lobbies and stuff. Then save a set of Corsa for tomorrow. We'll practice this and Nations race, get ourselves prepared so that then we can do some fun, some ACC tomorrow. Might do a long stream on ACC tomorrow. Do a lot of racing, try and get myself up to speed, try and get our rankings up a bit. I can't allow B drivers from this point. That's a problem, because if I restart the lobby, I don't really want to restart the lobby while I've got a lobby open. I can't change rankings inside the lobby. That's the only issue. Apologies. I would do it if I could, but I don't want to risk restarting a lobby while I've got one working. I wouldn't do a track guide yet because I'm still trying to work it out myself. Once we could maybe do a guide for this actually. I'll try and get that sorted if people would like it. Would you all like a track guide for this? I'll do it in the Renault obviously, because have I done a wet guide? Wait there. Someone have a little look and see if I've already done a wet guide here in the Porsche. I might have one on the channel already. I feel like I've done it. It might have been the heavy rain though. I'm not sure. This is lighter rain, so it might be worth doing one for the intermediates, because this isn't full wet. So yeah, I could do one for these conditions, because the conditions I did it in was heavy rain. Stephen, thank you very much for the £2. They should have been prepared for it. I think it's hard that, because there's not much they could probably do in terms of what they can do. Like, they might not be able to do it. The fact they're working on the next game, they still got to they need to concentrate their efforts on the next game. So to try and plow more money into this, I think we have to bear with them with this one. It's not really a set of circumstances that they could do much about. So yeah, they would never have predicted the amount of people that would have been playing at this time. So let's just bear with them, I say, for this one. But thank you very much for the donation, mate. I appreciate it. I do see where you're coming from. I just think that I think we need to bear with them a bit with it. Ah! Ah! Oh, this... If you get disconnected, you lose DR and SR if you're already in a race. If you lose it before the lobby opens, you'll just get like 0 points in terms of your overall. You won't actually lose DR, I don't think. You shouldn't do it. It all depends on the timing of when you get disconnected. I mean, we won't be boycotting because of the current issue, because I think that'd be a bit... I think there's more, like, I don't think we can hold this issue fully on Polyphony. I don't think you can do that. I'm sure they're trying their hardest to add servers. I think we need to understand the amount of people that are on. The whole internet has got issues at the moment, though. Like, it's not just gaming. Like, everything's got to be, like, they reckon it's at a strain, the whole internet, because of the amount of people that are obviously using it. Because I was thinking, like, you know what I was saying? Can you imagine, like, when is, like, this is what... Right, so... 9 months from today, there's going to be a massive surge in babies, isn't there? Because like the whole world is basically quarantined, so the majority of people, pretty obvious what's going to be going on. You're going to have a surge, a massive surge in babies in 9 months time. Like, I can only imagine, which might not be the best thing really when you think about it. Could be like a wrong time, but it's going to happen. Yeah, they're going to decrease to... Did they say they're going to go down to 720p or lower the bit rate? You know what? While the servers are having trouble and people are having trouble to get in, we'll just keep driving this and letting people give... I'll try and give some advice. We try and help you out as much as I can. Hard Castle, thank you very much for the €10, you legend. Appreciate it. Thank you for that. Much appreciation. What a legend he is. Yeah, so we'll try and give some advice on this. I'll try and... Right, so far, let's try and get what I've got so far in terms of your braking. So I would say for turn 1, you want to be looking around the 150 board. You want to get the car over on the right, on the curve, the little yellow sausage on the right. So you'll see I brake around the 150 here. Down to 3rd gear. I don't know about 2nd yet. We'll try 2nd. Over that yellow sausage, slowly feed the power in. And then you flat out into the next braking zone, which I think you want to brake a little bit past the 150 on the left-hand side. You'll see I'm not braking on the 150. I'm braking a fraction after the 150 on this corner. So brake. And then just try and be careful on the throttle once you put the power down. Let it rev out, because if you just be a pussy and like low throttle, sometimes wheel spinning it is a bit faster. And then next braking zone 150 on the left, brake pretty much dead on that, maybe a little fraction later. Use the curb on the right, get close to it, feed the power on very slowly. And then next braking zone, I would say between the 100 and the 50. Don't brake on the 50 because that'll be too late in the wet. You see how we braked right in the middle there? And then slowly through 3rd gear on the power. Again, use the full width of the track. Lifting just before that yellow line. If you saw the yellow line on the track there, just use that as a reference where you're going to lift and turn in before that. Then power through it. Be very cautious through there. It's very slippery, even in these interconditions. Then braking around the 100 board on the right hand side. 4th gear down to 3rd. Hold the inside. Early on the power. Early upshift as well if you want. Then downshift quickly. You want to be on the brakes very early for this corner because you can easily run wide. And then over the line for whatever lap we're going to get. A 39.4. Not amazing lap, but it's solid, I suppose. I think we can start pushing some of the braking as well, maybe a little later. Because in the wet condition, when you're going for a really aggressive lap, in the wet, you tend to want to downshift very aggressive. So it's something FIA said a long time ago about if you really slam through the gears in the wet, look how fast it slows down. It's in the wet conditions. So for qualifying, be aggressive on the downshifting. However, in the race, you might not want to do that, because if you do that in the race, you're going to kill the rear tires, because in the wet, the rear tires take an absolute killing, because obviously the rears are spinning all the time. So again, yeah, you see how much later we can brake by aggressive downshifting there. I think this Renault's quite good here, though, you know. I think this Renault's going to be pretty solid. We could get a podium here because I'm good in the wet anyway, so we might be able to get a podium out of this one. I think we might want to try the intermediates. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let me just see if I can push these a bit more. I'm just trying to get a good solid lap time in though, just so we can. No, I think top split we can get a podium. We got a top split in the official season. No, it wasn't the official, but it was a season where it was a qualifier for a world tour when Lightning was racing, Josetti. We got a podium with Porsche last time, so my pace is pretty good here. Top split I would hope for as podium, if I'm honest, around this track. And let's try the inters. What am I doing? Why have I done it? Oh, I did that. Yeah, it's just the GT servers are a bit full. Just keep trying and have some patience with it. That's my advice. I do know that last time I tried the full wet here on these conditions, when the track first came out, it was on slightly different physics, but I found the wets better. But we will see. Let's just see what happens once the tyres are up to temperature. You're not allowed to mix tyres, Denti, but it wouldn't work anyway. It'd be shit. I find that with the heavy wets, you can brake later, from my experience in these conditions. But we'll give it a go and see what sort of pace we can get with these. The wear might be better as well. It's one thing you got to keep an eye on is the tyre wear with Inters. It might be slightly better than the heavy wets. Need to give it a few laps though when the fuel's gone down, and also the heat's in the tyres. You really need heat. Yeah, you can mix if there's no tyre requirements, but I don't think you'd want to mix the wet tyre with the Inters. I don't see the benefit in it, but there might be. I just don't really see what there would be in terms of benefit though. Felt better through turn one though, these Inters, I have to say. Felt like it had a better front end and a bit more grip on power, so we'll keep at this and see. Again, it feels pretty solid there. We need to try a fresh set of hards, I remember, fresh set of full wets, because it could just be that we're used to it now and we had worn tyres before. So with a fresh set of heavy wets, they might be faster than what we do now. Oh! Nah, lost a bit there. I think the heavy wets will be the tyre, because if I put heavy wets on now, I'll probably do 38.5 or something. GT Sport this. Servers are down currently for a lot of people, so we're just practicing this round. Let's just see, I mean, that was a pretty shit end to the lap, so. Yeah, you might be. It's only going to get worse. That's a warning to everyone. Like, these server issues, we need to get used to them, and just as long as my internet stays on and I can stream, then. Oh no, the braking. They just don't have the braking ability of the wet tire. We've already done FIA. We managed to get the first one done. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll happen, Goated, in the next game, the variable weather. Like the dynamic weather. I'm pretty sure they'll be looking to add dynamic weather for PS5. I hope they are, because that would be a game changer. That'd be so good. And I'd love it to be like, see, right, there's two different types of dynamic weather. There's the Project Cars dynamic weather, which, yeah, it works brilliant. Like the weather on there is great. However, you have to set it in slots, like random or... The dynamic weather that I would really like to be incorporated into Gran Turismo is one that bases it off of, like, the chances that it would rain. So, for example, on F1 games, it will say at the start of the race, it used to say, like, I don't know whether it does it so much now, but on the 2010, it used to say, like, 10% chance of rain, and it could go the whole race perfect sunshine. Or there could be a chance of a little shower, or it could just piss down mid-race. I used to love that. It used to be such a dynamic feel to it. It was the best type of dynamic weather. I'm not into these dynamic weathers where you have to put in there, like, you know, random, and then it'll be a slot of just random weather where you don't really know what's going to happen. I kind of liked having the weather forecast, and it would be like 50% chance of rain, and it'd either piss. It really worked. I used to love the game for it. I think GT6 had dynamic weather, didn't it? I don't know. Maybe. Let's just put these other tyres on. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I mean, they were predictable, but I remember doing some league races on F1 2010 when it said like 5% chance of rain, and we were all like, yeah, it's not gonna rain. Like, because we were doing 100% races, like 20 laps to go, boom, it started to rain, and we were already like, we just pitted for like the option tyre if you started on the prime, or prime tyre if you just started for like exam whatever. So yeah, everyone was back in the pits. It was really fun. Yeah, there's just a lot of issues tonight, Quentin. Luckily, first slot went okay. Try these tyres again, see if they're much faster now. Yeah, just a lot of issues. I'm sure they'll get sorted, but I think we need to be prepared for this over the next few months. What I think we need to do is just not get too wound up with it, because it's gonna happen, and this is why I think Polyphony have took the decision to cancel this season. So I think they've made the correct decision in cancelling it. It's just an exhibition. And that's probably because they could see that there was going to be issues with their servers. So yeah, let's cut them some slack, I say. Stephen, thank you for another £2, mate. Appreciate it. Let me just read that when I go over the start line. Been trying for half an hour, so I gave up. No, yeah. I mean, just what I would say is come back, like, try again in about an hour. It'll probably be fine, you know. It did this did it do the race not long ago, the other week? Was it yesterday that the first slot died? The first slot died yesterday, and then it all fixed itself and got sorted. So maybe give it an hour and just come back and try again. It'll probably be fine. How am I online? Hacked the game. Now there's a few people getting online now. Yeah, that will be another reason, Fire, obviously, because you can't fly, but because you can't do no World Tour events either. So yeah, so that would have, but I think some of it would have been to do with the predictions that all this was gonna happen. What? No, I'm just. What? Oh yeah, someone. I mean, he's a dickhead, isn't he? He's a dick. Yeah, I mean, it will get worse over here because people ain't gonna listen because Boris is a pleb, isn't he? So. I mean, that's not a true figure though. That there'll be more people. Yeah, but there'll be more people infected than what it says. This is, yeah, we just loaded up round 3 because no one could get online, and I've done my race, so. I remember Fire, mate, your little tactic of downshift and aggressive works so well in the wet, doesn't it? So for qualifying anyway, not necessarily for the race, but for qualifying, if you really slam the shifts down, it slows down so fast. Look how much of a difference it makes. It's weird. I think the Renault is going to be good here, you know. You're going to give up on GT for tonight? I mean, some people are going to do that, aren't they? They're not going to sit there just trying to connect all night. Hopefully things will get better by Tuesday for the next race. Yeah, he's doing both races apparently. I don't know how he's planning. I mean, that's, you have to be pretty quick, isn't he? Rip. Lando will destroy them though, won't he? If it's only Max will be quite quick though on it. I think if Max is Max Verstappen doing the F1 one? Ford GT is very, 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 very strong in these conditions. Really good car. I think it. If you go back to my channel in the heavy wet, Lightning won in the Dodge because the Dodge is actually pretty strong around here. TRL Adam came P2, I think it was, in the GT4 GT, and I came P3 in the Porsche. Porsche obviously quite good as well. The Audi's, like, the Audi R8 is mega, like, probably the most powerful and the best car, like, not the most powerful, but the most OP with the Ferrari and the NSX. However, they kill their tires a little bit quicker. What can do, the kids crying. Yes, remember that a lot of people don't play F1 much. So yeah, you always bear that in mind when you're watching these races they're setting up. Some people don't even play the game hardly. We'll start. Should we do let's just set the qualifying up here. How many people have we got in? Not worth it, is it? Not worth. At least I feel like I've got the grasp of that, so we don't really need to do much. I'll probably time trial that and then maybe do one practice race, and that'll do us for Wednesday then. I've got the grasp of that one. Yeah, but there's not really much point in doing a race with 7 people. Be a bit boring, wouldn't it? So let me know in the chat now, just to see how the server, if they're improving. Can you get online on the game at the moment? Yes or no? Just let me know if you're online, if you're not. So a little yeah, a Y for yes, and a no for no. A no, a no. Have a little look and see. Just to see if it's just the very few that have managed to get online. No. Trying, no. Trying means no. No. Nizman, were you not already on? Did it kick you? We've got a yes! We've got a yes in the chat. You was in my lobby and now you've come out, you can't get back in. Rip. the servers were down in the EU yesterday, but it would have been back up since then. Because these servers that we're on now is for anyone. Like, you can come into this lobby. Like, we got Fond Farewell there. He's from America, so your servers are up and running. It's just whether you can get in. It looks like there's going to be a bit of an issue tonight then, doesn't it, with the servers? I'm sure it'll get sorted. It seems like there's a lot of... I mean, probably just that there is a lot of UK people watching the stream. That's probably why there's more in the lobby. Oh, God. Oh. It's a shame. Don't know what to suggest here. Not really worth practicing much. Yeah, I think in an hour it would be okay, but I just not really worth practicing much for with 7 people in, is there? It's not really worth practicing a race. It's going to be a no stopper, this one, so it's there is the option of doing that as well, iRacing, and trying to get a Watkins Glen race in, but my pace is shit round there though. I don't know what's wrong with me on that game. It's pissing me off. I need to play it more to get more pace out of it, I suppose. Maybe we... It's light rain, Fire. It's just light rain, so... Yeah, your Nissan will still not be great, but it'll be better than if it was heavy. You might be able to get away with it, I don't know. 86 in the Megane? In what race? What do you mean? Do you mean I mean, this is Group 3, this race. I presume you mean... What race do you mean this, man? This is Group 3, yeah. So, the Renault is looking good, though. Your Supra, I don't know. It might get away with it. I don't think it'll be the best, though. It should be okay, but I think the best cars will be the Lamborghini, Ford, Porsche, Renault, Honda, Ferrari, Mercedes, Dodge is really good in Group 3 here. Alpha will probably be solid, I would think. Be a decent car. They'll be the stronger cars. My guess would be them. I think the Renault will be strong though. I really do. I think in these conditions the Renault should be pretty decent. Yeah, the Supra's edgy in the dry, so it'll probably be a bit like sketchy, won't it? I've got all the race details on my phone. Like, there's a website. I can't remember his name. This man might know him. He's on Twitter. He puts loads of stats and stuff up. But I screenshotted every. So I've got the settings for every single race coming up in the manufacturer and the nation season. So, like, we've got the time of the day, the set, every tyres that are available, all the way through to round 10. So it's quite a good website. I can't remember what it's called. Is it GT Engine? Is that what it's called? Might be the GT Engine. That's what it says, GT Engine, in the top left-hand corner here. So I'm guessing that's might be the name of it. I don't know. But yeah, it tells you like whether it's light slip. It's got all the settings, including slipstream, whether counter steer is allowed, shortcut penalty, whether it's weak or settings, fixed or setup. It tells you everything on there. So it's handy. I took a screenshot. I didn't actually keep the link. I just screenshotted the settings, so I can't even tell you the exact website. Oh, well, this is a bit shit, isn't it? I feel like we should do some racing. I feel like I might go on a different game, you know. Because we can... I need to do iRacing, really, because I've got to try and get a finished race at Watkins Glen. So, what time... Right, tell you what I'll do now is I'll have a little look when the next race is on iRacing. Just bear with me a minute. I need to keep checking that the chat's still on, because I don't want this to do anything. Where the fuck's iRacing? Everything's still there. Full schedule. When is the VRS sprint? Wow, there's a lot of people registered for the 6 o'clock. I wouldn't have time to warm up for that. So we could. That's just quite good though, because the next race is 8 PM on the VRS. So that would give me half an hour to set the the stream up in terms of the screenshot and well, it wouldn't even take that long. It would give me a little bit of time to practice for it, maybe. Try and get up to speed. I can also download the pure racing setup as well and compare it with the DRS. What time is? That's disgusting. By the way, I can't read the chat while I'm looking at this, just so you know. I'll come back to it now. Okay, I'm back in. Yeah, the race, the one that I could do would be 8 o'clock, because the next race is now. It's got nearly 200 people signed up for it, so if I did the 8 o'clock one, I'm guessing it would be quite a high split race, which would mean I would probably be top split again, unfortunately. Need to keep losing iRacing and yeah, we still did good pace though, Mitchell. I mean, you might want to take it away from me, but my pace was pretty much similar to Josetti's, so I did a good job, I think. If I was in top split and if I would have been able to get a good lap in with the qualifying, I think we could have fought for the win even in top split. Well, I know I could have done. Especially with slipstream on this game, we would have been fighting for the win. So I still did I know that combination works for me though, Mitchell, to be fair, because if you go back on my channel in the, I don't know if it's still there actually. Yeah, it will be. When I drove for Ferrari in the official pre-season, I won it in the Ferrari as well, and everyone was quite surprised when I won that. I am like, that is one of the Suzuka in Group 4 is a strong combination for myself. Group 3, I can be strong there. Group 2, I'm pretty strong. Group 1, I'm pretty strong as well. But they never have Group 1 there. But yeah, I would have expected to be in the podium in top split. I know you was joking, mate. I know, but I'm just used. I know what people are like. They'll be like, "Oh, you only one can do this in Renault." But I still drove pretty much identical lap times to Josetti. That's the main thing I'm taking from that. So the pace was pretty close to Josetti. So I done a good job. No one's winning there in the Jag in that race. The tyre wear is impossible. Not if you've got Megans or Alphas or Toyotas in your race. You ain't winning in the Jag. The GR4 Porsche it's not the best for Suzuka, but it can be driven around there. It definitely can. It can compete. What's the strategy for the Mustang? Probably either start on the hards and go to like lap maybe 5 and then do 6 or 4, lap 4 or something, and then do the rest on mediums, or vice versa. Do like 3 to 4 laps on the hard tyre. It says connected now, but isn't. Yeah, the game's just chill, everyone. The game's having trouble tonight with the whole global situation, so let's just chill. Not much we can really do about it. It's just a bit screwed. I feel like I mean, I could jump on and do yeah. The game was like, what's he doing winning? He can't win a race. Had a fit and just died. Yeah, we weren't in top split, no. That's what I'm saying, Mitchell. Like, I couldn't do it like that's why I'm not racing again though, because we still wouldn't be in top split. That's why I said about Josetti, because Josetti's pace. Josetti won top split, starting from P1. I started P4 in split 2. Josetti won with an overall finishing time 2 seconds faster than mine. He got a little penalty and he was battling with someone else, but I got stuck for the first 4 or 5 laps in traffic, really like quite badly on the first sector. So we probably lost about the same. So with the position starting, my race pace was pretty much equal to Josetti. So I take that as a solid performance. Yeah, I think this is going to carry on all night. You know, I think it's going to get busier. Yeah, we were battling in the first 4 or 5 laps, though. Yeah, definitely Nisman. If you ask Nisman how much time we lost WDP, we were like, I was right behind. What car was it? It was at first it was the SLS. Dilster kept having to like lift in the brake, and then we were behind the Honda for a bit, and then he let us go. As soon as he let us go, I went instantly faster and did the fastest lap of the race, which said it all. I mean, I've been getting online on this. Oh, yesterday was fine. We had one race where we couldn't get online, and that was it. Need to get with BT. Been working all right for me. It was because of last night, Mitchell. I pitted it twice, didn't I? Because we binned it on the chicane. So it doesn't matter anyway. This season's not a worry. As long as we get S license, which I'm pretty much set for the S license because I've had a good start in Nations on the first race, and now a good start in Manufacturer. So yeah. I've only got 50 with BT because I can't get any higher, and I'm on. They just don't like you, Paul. They hate you. BT mustn't be your friend. I think it's just luck, isn't it? I think I got lucky because we possibly because we were in the replay file. I don't know, because it happened while I was watching a replay that everyone got disconnected, and then when I came out the replay, I was still online. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Who knows? I just probably got lucky. Like my. Yeah, I'll not shout that one out. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know why there's no DR rating on there. We'll be fine though. If you go onto Kudos Prime, it will still be on there. I wonder. Someone said we went up to 70k. I think we gained. Did I gain 1k DR from that last race? I think I did. Let's have a little look. Kudos Prime, if you want to check. Kudos Prime will tell you what your exact driver rating is, rather than just giving you a A or a B. It will tell you your exact points. Kudos is down. Oh yeah, Kudos is down as well. Oh yeah, okay. So that means the whole servers are down. I don't know how we're on the game, to be honest. I mean, we could do a race with 9 people, and if anyone wants us to do a little race, we could try one, I suppose. Put the qualifying on. I'm just nervous about putting qualifying on, hoping it doesn't kick everyone. It'll probably be oh yeah, let me check how long the qualifying is. At least we'll get an idea of tyre wear, I suppose. 5 minutes qualifying. Okay, so right. Have I got the wet tyres on? I don't know the name of the site. I screenshotted it off Twitter. Evening, Mr. Casual. Right, we'll start this qualifying in a minute. But hang on a minute, it didn't. What? My messages won't even send in the lobby. What? Game screwed. I don't know how we're still online racing in this at the moment. You know, I don't get it. Oof. Oh shit. Is the stream still? The stream should be running fine. As far, let me just check. Settings, quality. Oh, no, that's why do I always do that? You got to load it up properly. Yeah, it's still saying 1080p on mine. Is it saying 1080p for everyone else as an option? It should be. Yeah, as I say, yeah, stream should be fine. It says 1080p on my on the other bit. Diego, did you get him? Oh, your Wi-Fi is dead. Okay. Canada's internet, the whole of the Canada's internet is down. We're gonna go back into the dark ages soon, aren't we? I wouldn't surprise me if everyone's internet just dies. This is really like, you know what though? All this is highlighting how many issues we have currently in the world. It really is. Do you know what I really like seeing though? Has anyone seen like the footage of the water clearing up in places, fish being out visible, like certain things happen, like the CO2 emissions have gone down? I'm not someone who would really consider, like, I wouldn't really care about all that, but you know what, when you see all that, it shows you just how much good could be done just off a couple of changes. Oh shit. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of bad stuff going on, but what I'm saying is, like, it shows you that, it shows what harm we're doing to stuff though, when you see that wildlife is going back to places that they never used to because of, you know what I mean? There's stuff like that that shows you that what we're doing to our planet, and like, I think people need to start, I don't want to be like green and all fucking like that, because that's not me, but I mean, like, it does make you think a bit about what we're doing to our planet in a way, because we are killing it in a way. I mean, I think we need to, I think the world as a rule need to start, I think they need to start doing more to look after it. I'm not saying like completely green, and like also I think we need to have better infrastructure for internet, more plans for stuff that's gone on. Like, there clearly wasn't enough planning gone into something like this, what's going on. So I'm hoping that it's a wake-up call to all countries around the world to get their act together, really. But it won't be. Once this is over, they'll all go back to being wankers. So let's be brutally honest. It's a way of life, isn't it? But you can always dream that maybe it'd be a wake-up call to them. It says they've been doing maintenance for about fucking 2 days, mate. So, yeah. Should be a politician, yeah. I ain't got the brains for that shit, mate. Right, we'll start this now because I don't think anyone else is going to get in. So I'll just start it. Yeah, people will go back to normal and they'll totally forget about this, and then something like it will happen again. But I just pray that they will learn from all this. I pray that they'll be prepared. The fact that they didn't have ventilators in a lot of these countries is the worrying thing. Let's start this anyway. Oh, sorry, Diego, mate. I'm getting bored just waiting. So he's going for intermediates. I'm going for the heavy wets because I feel they're better. Actually, I'm going to go for laps. I'm not going to worry about burning fuel because you'll need the heat in your tyres. That is a bit of advice for this race. You won't see fuel burning because people want to get laps in. So what you'll see is that people would rather just get the heat in the tyres, which is a good thing. So yeah, this will be the one benefit of this race being in the wet is you shouldn't see people burning fuel, and in qualifying I think people will just go for the laps. They'll just be pushing because you have to get the heat in your tyres to get the most out of the wet tyres. So the most advice I could give for this one would be definitely in qualifying to push on your outlap and to just push. Don't worry about your fuel because it won't make a massive difference around here in the wet. Alright, let's try and get a lap in. Ah, sketchy. Yeah, it can in a way, someone. I think it's because where the fuel tanks are in MR cars, possibly. So we'll go for the banker lap, and then we'll try and push a bit more on the second lap. Definitely need to push a bit more there. shifted too early, I think there. No! Messed it up. What a dick. We did 2:39.5s. At least we were consistent anyway. Mazda looks pretty good in the wet as well. Probably because, yeah, it's probably understandable with the fact that obviously the well, he's on the Inters, isn't he? Makes me think, are the Inters better? I really can't work it out. Yeah, I know they're doing maintenance, but somehow we're still online racing. Maybe they saw us streaming it and thought, you know what, let's leave that one open. I don't know. No, that's Mazda's. This is Group 3, you pleb. Well, I'm going to start calling you pleb soon, Mitchell. How long have you been playing GT? It's nothing to do with that boycott shit, mate, because we've already done the FIA. Everyone cancelled the boycott. It's because of the current situation. Like, come on. No, this car's so slow down the straights, that'll be the problem. You twat! Ah, fucking hell. Oh well. Polyphony just heard what I was saying. Maybe they kept our lobby open. Well, fuck you. You raging, slagging our game off all the time prick. Watch this. What they've just said, isn't it? They were like that, you little prick. Well, that means we have to. The only way to do this is get stuck on that, doesn't it? So. Can we get some F's in the chat? iRacing's working fine, to be fair. The wets felt okay, but I'm just wondering about the Inters. I really can't work out what tyres to go with. Don't know what tyres to go with. I really don't know that. We'll try that out more anyway. Oh well. Rip to us. We'll try and see if we can get back on, but I've got a feeling that the servers are screwed. Brisbane, you legend. Thank you very much for the 199, mate. Was about to bring the Thank you for the donation, mate. It's predictable though, isn't it? I mean, got to live with this the way it is. At least we've done our FIA. I mean, if the servers want to keep fucking up all night, I hope they get sorted, really, because we don't want that situation. But we'll try now, see what happens, see if it lets us back in. Yeah, we've had issues with servers, but I thought they might have. Fortnite, you fucking timing you out. I'm only fucking play Fortnite. Fuck. The window here, I'd rather jump out of that, to be honest. See, I'm thinking of going on iRacing because I need to get the VRS series racing. Starts in an hour and 45 minutes. It will give me time to warm up on it, and then we can go and get killed on lap 1 again, and then we can rage. No, we don't rage on that game as much, but yeah, I need to try and get more than I need to get to the end of the race. Yeah, I'm gonna test it out in time trial to see which one's got the ultimate speed. I don't even think it's gonna load up the game though. Looking at this. Is this a screen that? Okay, is a lot of people getting this issue like that? Let's see if we can get in through this way, because sometimes you can get in a little bit better by doing this. Could you be arsed just sitting here back doing this? So I'd rather just go and play iRacing if I'm brutally honest. Just a bit pointless just sitting here wasting our time doing this. I think I'm just gonna. I think we're gonna go and do some iRacing. I think I'm gonna set up a new stream and do the 8 o'clock race. We've already got our points for tonight. I'm glad that we chose not to race again. I think we'll go and do some iRacing. It kind of makes some sense because I'm going to do ACC tomorrow. Probably a long stream. We're going to start the stream not too early because I need to get the garden sorted for the little ones because we're going to try and get the garden ready for them so at least they can go outside and get some fresh air and stuff while this whole thing is going on. There's no point me keep trying. I ain't going to sit here doing this for a stream. It's just boring. It's point. I've not got the patience to do that on a stream. Just a waste of time. I'd rather go and do iRacing. But we've got our result in FIA already. I've finished it, and we've done that round, so I don't have to worry about that really. You don't really need to get a very powerful PC, mate, Justin. If you're not going to stream it, if you just want to play it, you don't really need a super powerful PC. My PC runs iRacing brilliant without streaming it. I can put high settings on and it runs perfectly fine. But the only reason I turn some settings down is because when I stream it, obviously. But yeah, if you a very low PC, well, yeah, I'm not wasting my time. Fuck this. Yeah, fuck you, GT. Fuck you, GT. Is there any other games that are having issues? People are all online probably. Let's just have a little look. FIFA, Call of Duty, playing Warzone, Gran Turismo Sport. How my PC's old. My PC's very old. It was expensive when like my esports team bought it me. It was when they bought it me. It was £1,900 or £1,800. But that was like how long? 5 years ago, something like that, maybe. I don't know. It was quite a long time ago. So now it's not. You'd be able to get a PC way more powerful than that for quite cheap. I mean, it's got a GTX 980. Is it a 980 Ti? GTX 980 Ti in it. It's got got the things on my phone. It's on the description of my PC anyway. If you want to have a look what I run, it's just a basic set of info for what PC I've got. But it was a good PC in 2000 and I think it was like 2014 when I got it. Joshua, I think I'm going to load up iRacing. I think we're going to go on iRacing because GT's dead. GT will probably come back on in the next hour or so anyway. So yeah, I might as well. I'd rather play another racing game than just sit there and bash away at a connect button. It's just boring. It's pointless. It's a waste of time. Yeah, so instead of just wasting our time on this and hitting the fucking connect button, we're gonna end this stream. I'm gonna reset up. I've got a screenshot I can already use, and I've got a thumbnail I can use again. So we can have a go at iRacing. We've got an hour and a bit to warm up on the track as well. GT, we already did FIA, Mr. Casual. We were in split 2, but we won. So we got 335 points. So that we managed to get in for the first slot, luckily, and had a very, very good race pace. So yeah, I wasn't going to risk going again anyway for FIA. We were just going to mess around and do some like mess around lobbies. But instead of doing that, we'll do something more serious. We'll get back and try and find some pace on iRacing. This is what we need to do. Find some pace on iRacing because I'm so far off pace. And I want to find my pace on iRacing. And then tomorrow we can do ACC. Adds a bit more variety to the channel. So we've done GT today. We had a race, got a good result. Now we move on because no one can get online. I mean, it shows you on my friends list, there's 406 people online. Now, that's nearly a quarter of I've got 2,000 people, obviously. That's nearly a quarter of my friends list. So 1/5, 4, 8, 12, 6. Yeah, so 1/5 of 20% of our friends are playing on PlayStation right now. That shows you how congested the servers are going to be. So bear that in mind. Like, it's not just obviously it's polyphony servers at the moment, but I reckon there'll be a lot more issues as we go through the next few weeks. As obviously things get a little bit worse. So yeah, let's call this stream an end. Please feel free to join me for some iRacing. It's normally quite entertaining. We've yet to do in 3 races. We've yet to get past the first lap drama. So you might want to watch just for the first lap. It's been chaotic, but quite fun at the same time. So feel free to jump in. We'll be practicing probably for an hour, warming up on iRacing, and then we'll go and do the 8 o'clock race. We might even be in top split still on iRacing. So rip me. It should be fun fighting at the back of the grid anyway. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming in. Feel free to jump in probably the next 20 minutes or so. I'll try and get it set up within half an hour. A new stream, obviously, on iRacing, so that the title's correct and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for all the people that have donated during this stream. Thank you for sticking around with the hardship that is Gran Turismo at the moment with the servers. I hope it fixes itself for the people that are not interested in watching iRacing, that want to just go and play some GT Sport. I hope it fixes it for you and you can get a race done. I will see the rest of you that are going to join the stream in the next 30 minutes or so. I'm going to grab something to eat as well, because I'm fucking starving. So yeah, I'm going to grab something to eat and then we're going to go racing again on iRacing. So yeah, let's do it. I'll see you all very soon. Yeah, back in a minute. Bye everyone. Au revoir.